So this will be my first video, and I will be taking all of this that has been here for months, which is my main personal computer, and putting it into a case finally and stopping it looking like a mess. We have the CPU cooler. It's nothing special. It's a Cooler Master Evo 212, or it might be Hyper Evo, but they're all the same thing basically. Yeah, it's a CPU cooler. Yeah. So this is my system that hasn't been touched in a long old time, well, like cleaned wise. The fan's hanging off, which I didn't realise. It's been sat in a test bench, aero-cool test bench thing for a while. It's got quite thick dust on it, on the cooler, as you can see. It's been very neglected for a while. The CPU cooler was never affixed either, which is pretty scary. Yeah, so we'll be cleaning this up today and putting it into there. To be honest, I am surprised this computer was still managing to get decent temperatures. The fan was off. Basically, this rubber thing that affixes the fan to the cooler, or the heatsink, sorry, was hanging off. The dust on it is pretty bad. All across here too. Yeah, but I was still getting good temps with it. Here we have my GTX Titan, and it's a first gen Titan, so it's only 6 gig, but it still runs everything pretty sweet. Yeah, it's got a bit of dust on the top, and on the inside of the turbine it has a fair bit of dust. If it will, there we go. Yeah, but overall it's still pretty clean. There's nothing too wrong with it. Managed to pull out some of the dust using a screwdriver, and now we get to pull it all out. Oh, it came out quite nicely. Oh. Yeah, this has been like this for a couple of months, just building up. But yeah. Should be pretty clean on the inside. You can... The fin array is pretty good, so I'm not very dirty in there, very clean still. It still has the film on the top as well, which is also a benefit. So here we have my X99 motherboard. It's an Asus Deluxe one. It has a 5820K inside of it, and it's been neglected. I'm not afraid to say that, and we'll be cleaning it up today. So we pretty much have everything disassembled. Here's the 750 watt power supply. Here are my 5 drives. So you've got a Seagate 1TB Barracuda drive, 1TB WD Black, another Seagate drive. It's just a little 320 gig one for rubbish. There's a 60 gig SSD for one of my boot drives, and a backup boot drive for 120 gig. The 120 is my main, this is the backup, but I'm thinking about doing one gaming, one work setup, so I'll have 2 different operating systems for 2 different purposes, so nothing will get confused and it'll just be a lot smoother and easier. There's the Cooler Master Evo 212, there's the Titan, and there's a motherboard with, I cleaned the thermal paste off, see if it will focus. I don't know if it will focus. There's a 5820K, there you go. Cool. And we will now begin to... I've still got to take some cables out of there. And we will then begin to put things into here. So right now, I was thinking I'm going to put a fan controller in the front of here. So whenever I need to access anything, there'll be a fan controller with all my fan speeds here. And I also need some internal fans, because there's only one exterior, well, out outtake fan and there are no intake. So I'm going to have to rummage through the box and find some. But this is the box, and it has lots of computer components inside of it. There's another box there with more. There's a couple of things. But yes, we will find out what's in the box. Well, before we get into the box, well, there's a was it 7850? There's an old i3 from I think it's an Asus PC. Oh, there's my other drive. Is it? Or is this the old one? Oh, this is the other drive. I can put this in as well. This is 180? Where is it? Oh, I'll find it. A 500. Oh, it's a 500 gig. Oh, this is the 500 gig. Oh, that's good. I wasn't too sure whether that had a virus or not, so that's probably why I took it out. But yeah. But here's an old 580 and a 570 with Velcro all over them. Come on. There we go. It's an old 580. Yeah, you can't see the memory modules on these ones. Memory modules are these things here. So this is what your VRM, not VRM, your VRAM is, sorry. Essentially on a card. So that's where all the graphical information is stored, like your textures and stuff as they're being rendered into your game. Yeah, these are really old, like really old things. If it wants to focus, there we go. Really old motherboards, like super old. Yeah, and graphics cards, they're pretty old as well. This is box number 1. It's just got a bunch of stuff that, well, you can't see that very well, just a bunch of stuff. It's got old copies of Vista. There's the motherboard box, my X99 Deluxe. There's an old AMD card before AMD were AMD ATI. Yeah, that was from the Mac, which is over there. But we are here to find fans. So, got a couple. Well, that's a Cooler Master one that's got LEDs in it, I think. An old AM2 heatsink. What a DVD drive? I don't know. I've got a spare PC for DVD drives. If I ever need to use them, I doubt that'll be useful. There's a good one. Good old Corsair fan. Stock Intel heatsink. Ooh, thermal paste on that one. And there's a red one. So we'll have to pick between all of these, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to pick the 2 Corsair ones because they are the best ones. That one looks a bit shitty. Ideally we want 4-pin connectors so we can have complete control over all of them. But we don't live in a world like that. It's an ideal world. So I'm stuck with them, which is wonderful. Okay. That might have been... Oh, I've been looking for this for such a long time. It's got a metric ton of just things that I've been looking for. Like fixings for fans, tons of screws. It's just... needed some of them for ages, right? Well, that's good. Excellent. And here's the fan controller that I dug out. And it's going to look pretty sweet in the front. Pretty sweet, dude. XD. Yeah. I packed it all away from last time. I don't really like using it for some reason. I can't remember why. But I'm sure we'll find out. I do things in true manly fashion. I'm not going to bother reading the manual, and I'm pretty sure the fans are going to go behind this, because this is the filter, and they will be like sat here. Let me get the fan. If this one fits, they'll be sat like so, but facing the right direction, I guess. I should do a quick review of this case. I can't remember the case. Some cheap Amazon case, really. It was 50 quid, but it's advertised as a silent gaming PC case. It's like solid. It's really solid for the money. Quite surprised. But here's your space for your 120mm radiators, or any radiator you want, really. Here's a thing for the soundproofing. It's got this cardboard on the back, or not cardboard, but foamy cardboard on the back to absorb sound. It's really thick. It's quite surprising. It's held on with these magnets. They're actually really strong. It's pretty sweet, I thought. It's got this front panel. It's also got this kind of thick cardboardy sound absorbing fabric. It's got magnets on the front too. You've got your USB 3.0, your 2.0, your mic and headphone jack, your disc use light, micro SD and SD cards slot, and your power button. Around the back, you have your motherboard tray will be here. This will be where the I/O sits. The power supply goes down here. You've got a hidden power supply, which is kind of nice, but you don't need that because you're never going to see your power supply. You've got a filter for your power supply, so no shit's going to get in, no dirt will get in it. And the side panels have the same texture for sound absorption. It's just I'll see how it is, but it's quite promising. And here we have, I'm really impressed by this actually, where what they've supplied spare back panel screws, which is nice. You've got power supply screws, you've got extra motherboard tray screws, and you have here a bunch of motherboard tray screws. You've got a speaker or motherboard CMOS speaker, which is really quite rare to see with computer cases. And you've got a bunch of zip ties, which is really nice on budget stuff. And these are really strange. I've never seen these before, but they are for your I/O on your front. So these things here are for your USBs to stop dust getting in them, which I think is pretty neat if you never use them. If your PC's stored somewhere else from your setup, which is quite interesting, which is I've never really seen before. And for a budget PC manufacturer, it's clever that they've thought of this, because it's quite smart looking for when you're never using them. And for your two audio jacks, and I'm guessing like that for that. Yeah, sort of something like that, but makes it look very smooth, quite sleek. So these two don't really fit very well, but yeah, it's quite nice, I thought. This is it so far. It's about 90% wired up. It's fairly clean. I just need to clean the top bit up. We'll be installing the GPU now. It's going to be kind of tricky to do one-handed. But yeah, you just line it up with the back. That's what I do. And the two pins that secure it, in a sense, not the pins but the things for the I/O. And then you push down until you've heard a click, which we have, and that's it. That's how you install a GPU. But you plug the power leads into, which it's a bit tricky for me to show you, but you plug them in. They're straightforward. I'm going to be doing something a bit different with this one, as I'm going to be adding a GTX 750 as a PhysX card. So this will be dedicated to do all of the physics calculations when you're gaming, and if you're doing any 3D work or UE4 work that requires it. So it takes a load off of the GPU and CPU. So this is it put together in place. It's extremely quiet, and I've just played some games on it or done some benchmarks, and that's what it looks like inside. So we've got the Titan here, then we have this little one that I'm using for physics. I don't know how hot it's getting. Fairly, but this doesn't do much. It just improves the frame rate by like 3 or 4 frames. We have around the front the fan controller, the filter here. I disabled one of the fans because they were ridiculously loud, and yeah, the cooler's doing pretty good job. It's keeping temperatures below 50 degrees, and that's overclocked as well to 4 GHz, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, it's all pretty silent. Very impressed for the money. Yeah. Oh, thank you for watching my video. There will be more coming in the future. I don't know really what I'll do. I'll probably do some graphics card deconstructions and show what's actually on the motherboard and how it works. And I'll probably do some PC builds as well, old and new. Yeah, and do some gaming videos maybe to show how the hardware is actually working and how it performs in today's day and age. Yeah, I'm running on my cider rig for some reason. I can't remember why. But yeah, we can do stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. So I know this is very slapdash, but it'll do. Thanks. Goodbye.